Hello again. If you are looking for courage, guidance, or advice on how to quit your job to do what you really want to do in life, then this episode is definitely for you. So in this video, I'm going to speak to you about how I quit my job without having another job. So a little bit of a backstory about me quitting. I worked as a dental assistant for 7 to 8 years. It was a beautiful work experience. It did make it a little bit harder for me to leave my job because I loved it so much. So I had like the whole mental breakdown right before I left and everything because I'm like, oh my God, I'm leaving. Ah.
So then, I have to ask, why did you leave?
I left my job because I really wanted to live life on a bigger scale. And for me, that meant traveling and ultimate self-investment, which I couldn't invest in myself that much or travel at all if I'm sitting here working 45 plus hours in Brooklyn every week. My passions in life were changing drastically. I had started really investing in myself and focusing heavily on self-care and self-love. I knew that that was the path that I wanted to lead people on as well because it was so important to me. Anyway, I wanted to change my entire field of work and the things that I really invested my time into. So I began to brainstorm a plan to escape the 9 to 5.
Well then how long did it take you to get up out of there then?
Honestly, I got the idea 2 years before I actually physically left my job. But I did not begin physically planning and saving until around 8 months before I left. So it took me 8 months to really gather myself, gather my resources. The biggest aspect, of course, will be saving your money, especially if you want to take a break for a few weeks or a few months before you do find something else. But we will get into that a little bit later.
So tell me, how did you tell your employer that you loved so much that you were leaving them?
I gave my job 10 weeks notice, which is a little bit of a lot. But I really did not want them to struggle when I left. Like I said, I cared deeply about my job and the people that work there. I just wanted to make the transition as easy as possible. I would not recommend that everybody take this route because if you don't have the best relationship with your employer or they aren't as trustworthy, then there's nothing technically saying that they can't let you go earlier than that. You know, they might want to fill your place sooner than that. If you're quitting on them, they might be bitter about you quitting. So I would definitely stick to the 2 weeks notice if you want to give notice at all. There's been jobs that I left without a moment's notice because they completely disrespected me and they didn't value me as a worker. They didn't treat me well. So what am I really giving you notice for? But this job treated me so well and I had such a great experience working there. I was like, no, I can't do them like that. Let me look out for them while I'm looking out for me, you know? So yeah, I would not give them as much notice if you don't trust them that much. But if you do have a good relationship with your employer, I definitely would give them as much notice as possible. Leaving was actually really hard for me. It was just a moment in time and I was devastated at the moment, but right now I couldn't be happier that I made the decision. So even those moments of doubt or those moments that you're scared, they will pass, trust me. It could be a mix of excitement and very much fear and confusion, you know, but it is so important to just stick to what you say you're gonna do. It's so important to stick to the plans that you make that will lead you to what you desire in life. You have to keep trudging toward what the type of life that you want or what you want out of life. So even then I was like, you know, I'm scared as hell, but we doing this.
Well, I want to quit my job too. What do you have to say about that?
You will need to do a lot of budgeting. The time and resources and bills that are coming up. You're saving so that you can quit your job and not have to work for a while. Say you figure out that it's going to take you 4 months to save the amount of money that you need to live comfortably for whatever amount of time that you want to not be working. It is so important for you to budget out everything. I am going to be talking about savings in episode 2, how to save and create a plan so that you can budget your money and live comfortably even while being unemployed. So I'm going to reveal all of my techniques, everything that I really had to take into account so that I could be taken care of for whatever amount of time I want. I wanted 6 months of just straight no working a 9 to 5. So I made sure that I had 6 months worth of money. So I'm definitely going to go over exactly how I saved for that and plan for that. That is going to be episode 2, so definitely stick around for that one. Protecting yourself financially is going to be one of your greatest assets.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am convinced, but I just don't want to take the risk.
I just really want to encourage you to not be so scared to take this risk. Honestly, the biggest risk in life is not taking one. Just think about it like this. If you never take a risk towards a better life, then you are risking having that better life. I really hope that this puts things into perspective for you, because this was all just planning. It's not magic. Once you know that you can do it and create a plan and action steps, it works like magic. Seriously does. Because if I could do it like I said, anybody can do it. I have no experience doing this ever before in life, and it worked for me. And trust that you can handle anything that comes with this territory. You've literally planned for it. At this point, you will have taken into account everything that you're gonna need. You are the one who knows what's best for you. So when you make this plan, continue to trust yourself that you know what you're doing. It will work for you like it worked for me. It may work better for you, because I didn't have a guide. I just made it up as I went along. I wanted it so bad that I was like, nah, I gotta figure out a way to get this. Once travel popped into my mind, I'm like, yeah, I want to travel. I want to see different types of people. I want to see different cities. Immediately I'm like, okay, how can I quit this job that I freaking love to travel? Because I need to. It's in my head and I need to do it. So I plan, save.
All right, I think we get it.
Sacrifice a little bit to get so much more in return. I'm going to put the next video right here, right now. This one is about my savings plan, how I saved up to live comfortably unemployed. So this one is a gem right here. Click on that one and I will see you in like 2 seconds.